You are watching the FC podcast. Give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a like and enjoy.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We are with our third guest and probably our biggest guest yet. Cal the Dragon, Callum Whitworth. How are you, my friend?
Not bad, how are you?
Good. Very well, thank you. Very well. So, did you have a nice Christmas, New Year? Was it all good?
Chilled, that's what it was.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Lots of food.
Fat bastards, aren't you?
Best part. What is the best part of a Christmas dinner?
It's got to be the Brussels sprouts, hasn't it?
You see, I respect the answer there. I respect the answer.
It's got to be Brussels.
I don't like any of these people going, oh, I love a pig in blanket. We all love a pig in blanket.
We do.
Don't follow a crowd.
But it can be your favourite part.
I like do you know what? We did something crazy this year for Christmas.
Did you?
Yeah. We had Dauphinoise.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. It's like...
I thought you were going to say we had dolphin.
That would be different.
God's sake.
It's like a Japanese Christmas, that is it?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's whales they hunt, isn't it? Not dolphins.
Yeah. Speaking of Wales, Cal, you're a Cardiff fan.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about Cardiff at the minute. How do you think you're getting on?
We started off well for the first time in so many years, but you know, since Neil Warnock left, we're in the Premier League. We've got this Turkish manager in charge, and he's been all right since coming. He just made some questionable decisions in his last few, but you got to back him all the way, to be honest. But I think we're 9th in the league. I think we're about 4 points off playoffs at the point, so we'll just see what happens, I guess.
That's it, innit? And it's been a better start to the season than the last few, isn't it? And
better than Man United.
it's not hard, really.
Yeah,
I reckon.
It's not hard at all.
You can pick any team, probably north of Japan. They've probably had a better start than United.
Absolutely. I mean, have you got a winger that you can give us instead of Anthony?
That we've got.
Yeah, that we can just have off you.
One that's been consistent enough. What would I go for? Well, you got Josh Bowell on loan from Forest. He's been all right. We've got Ollie Tanner, who was signed from non-league.
Oh, he's meant to be all right, this Ollie Tanner, isn't he? Because Spurs were after him.
Yes.
Spurs were after Ollie Tanner, yeah, and he turned down Spurs and went to the Bluebirds.
He went to the biggest club in Wales, technically.
That's it.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's it. Well, I've got a Wrexham shirt.
I was going to say, you can't say that in the deepest depths of Wrexham, man.
I'm sorry, but it's my opinion, so...
Oh, it's also probably true, innit? I mean, Wrexham have been in non-league for the last 17 years.
Yeah, we've only just sort of coming to League Two. What are you making of that? Have you made much of Wrexham and the whole Ryan Reynolds story and everything? Do you follow it?
Well, I was in the documentary.
You were, yeah, I remember, you were in the doc, weren't you?
I was in the... with another TikTok creator called Ash Freestyle.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah, we know Ash.
He did those all those football skills and stuff. And yeah, of course I featured in that. And that was mental when that went live. I was like, wow, that's crazy, that. And yeah, thanks Wrexham for that.
Yeah. So how was it working with Wrexham? Because I remember, I think it was about 2 years ago.
Around that, I think,
You went and did a bit of content with him, didn't you? You and Ash went down to the stadium and we're doing sort of TikTok videos. How was that? Because I suppose that was sort of maybe the first club you'd sort of gone and worked with meeting up. Because obviously you've worked with some clubs, but that was all sort of on TikTok, wasn't it, because of COVID and that.
Yeah.
But Wrexham was the first one you sort of went to the ground and everything, stuff like that. So how was that for you? It
was big, of course, because it's Wrexham. One of the they had the fairy tale stories in the FA Cup. They've caused some really good upsets in the past. It was mental, honestly. When I first heard about I was going to be maybe featuring the documentary, I was like, you know what, let's go for it. And then just from then on, it went viral, and that's helped me and it's helped them. So that's all I care about. Open the club out and then helping myself. So
exactly, yeah, and it was good, and I think everyone buzzed off it. Like I remember when I saw it online, I was like, "Oh my god, what's Cal doing in Wrexham?" No, that was good
because I wanted to be.
Well, exactly. Everyone wants to be in Wrexham nowadays.
It's our friend the Dragon. Our friend is on. What was it? Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah. I was on the documentary as well.
Where?
About that much in my head. Equaliser against Notts County.
Very nice.
1-1. I'm sitting there and I went, yeah! And like, you sort of literally cut as my eyebrow got into shot. But I'm counting it, I'm claiming it.
Absolutely.
Claim everything you've got.
Exactly. It's on my IMDb page. I don't have one of them.
It's on your rating.
Yeah.
So, Cal, obviously you've had an astronomical journey with TikTok and content creation, you've done club appearances, you've had millions upon millions of views, likes, followers across all social medias. How did all of that start for you? Tell me a bit about the journey.
From start to finish?
Yeah, go on. Let's have a bit of a start to finish.
So I started TikTok in May of 2019, so just before COVID really struck the UK, and I wasn't taking it seriously, just posting these goalkeeper videos that I've just recorded out of nowhere. And then just from then on, I just went, I thought, we'll step it up a bit because I saw the views were going up. I was getting, I think my highest viewer video at the time was about 20k, which of course nowadays is a bit rubbish, but you know what I mean? But if I had to say, and what stepped it up was the fact that people were just engaging with it. They were sharing it, they were following.
Yeah.
And just from then, I was just like, you know what? Let's step it up. And then just from then, I went from 50k to 100k in a week.
Wow.
So that really stepped up, and I was like, you know what? Let's go for this. Let's go for it. Let's go. Come on, then. And then it really got mad from then, because when I started posting like these, the Gons League didn't come until later, which I'll come into. But I was just literally, just doing these challenges, just using these trending sounds and stuff, but making them into football ones.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. So, when you got these trending sounds that are not football related, but I tend to put them into my own videos to try and adapt it.
Yeah.
It's like what the algorithm's picking up, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what you have to do with social media. Sometimes you have to adapt to something else.
Yeah.
And that's what, inspired me to do more. And then once that went up, it's like I went from 100k to 200k in, I think it was a bit slower that time, I think about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. This is where it really started to pick up. When I really put the effort into these videos, like when I posted like 5 to 6 videos a day, that's when I really started posting. I gained 200k in a week.
Wow.
So I went from 200k to 400.
Very nice.
In a week, and that was like, wow. And then from then on, it climbed. It went from 600, 700, up, and then when it hit the million, I was live on TikTok at that point, and that was mental, because I was live and then I hit 100k, and when people were saying you've hit 100k, and then I was like, nah, you're taking the mick here, because you get on these live streams, you get people trying to take the mick.
Yeah,
they go, oh, you've hit that, and then all that, and then when I actually was like, oh my god. And then it just picked up from then 1.1, 1.2, but then when it took off a little bit more, the Gons League came into play when I hit 1.5 million followers. And that's when I really started to really put effort into like going, oh, I'll just shoot against these garden objects and all that. So like, garden rate, garden fort, whatever.
The raspberry from the crossbar, I was a big fan of that one.
I nearly squashed it, to be fair. I nearly ruined it. If I ruined it, I would have marked the crossbar, that's for definite.
Lemon Lime Prime was a good game. Did you lose that one, or was it 5-5 draw?
Lemon Lime?
Yeah.
If I get the right one correctly, I think we actually drew 5-5.
Yeah, I think.
Good squad, Lemon Lime Prime, mate. Good squad.
Yeah, they got good depth to them.
Yeah,
exactly.
They need you in the team, Kieran. That's for sure.
They don't.
They need you to, I think, to win. You know what I mean?
That's it. Have me in the team. They'd be losing every game. I'd be dragged off after 15 minutes.
Okay, then what position would you play if you're in that squad?
I mean, I look a bit like Paul Scholes, so that's sort of enough for me to play enough like him every sort of 7 games I play.
Paul Scholes next to Sofian Amrabat. There we go. We've got a midfield.
You look sort of more like Jack Wilshere now.
Oh, yeah. We've got Paul Scholes, Jack Wilshere, and then Calwell Neuer.
He's retired.
Has he?
He retired the end of last season.
Okay.
So our current squad at the minute, if you want me to go from a squad, I
Let's
can
do
do.
it.
So the current number 1 is called Callison.
Nice. Fantastic. Player.
Our sub-keeper, I think he's too good for the bench. He might be loaned out this month. We'll just see what happens in his future. But we've got Callow Black as our second goalkeeper.
Love that.
We've got a very good back line. But this season we've not been as consistent as last season. Because last season we were scoring like an average 7 and above goals a game.
Yeah.
This season we're only averaging about maybe 5 to 6.
Oh.
So it's like we've been just less consistent.
Yeah, shocking that, isn't it? 5 to 6 goals a game. I wish United could do that. We don't even do that a month.
We haven't done it all season, I don't think.
No, but I do rate that shirt, by the way, the away top.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I quite like it. I didn't like it when it was released, but it's great.
No, I didn't. It just grew on me a bit. It did grow on me. It's a unique one. It's a unique one.
I would say it's a unique one because it's green, and I like green kits. To be fair, that gives me Plymouth vibes because they've got that same green colour they are.
Up the Argyle.
I've got a mate that works in the bars at Plymouth Argyle.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out Tom. He'll watch it.
Very nice. Very
Shout out
nice.
for him there. Sorry, we were on your team.
Your squad.
But yes, back line we've got Cal Cancelo at wing back. He can play either right or left back.
So
Versatile, man.
Versatile, that's it.
We've got back four of Calvin Diaz and Calvin Dijk. So we've got a very solid back line. We've got Alexander-Arnold in there as well.
Arnold, I
I'm
love
a big
it.
fan of that one.
That's well, you won't like it because you're a Man United fan. You know?
No, that's right. And I'm Welsh as well. It's just United fan and Welsh. We don't like him at all.
No.
But yeah, the midfield is where it really starts to go. Cal De Bruyne.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, hasn't he?
He's been injured though for the last couple of months. He's been carrying some kind of injury, but we seem to be all right without him. Then we've got a lot of people take the mick out of this one, but we've got Cal Havertz.
Cal Havertz.
Yeah.
For Arsenal in real life, he's playing okay, but for us, he's not played as well. He's only scored 1 goal all season.
January now needs to be up in his game, doesn't he? Or he's on the transfer list.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, I'm the manager of Dragons Fires tonight, so if he doesn't perform, he can get the hell out of my club.
That's it, mate. You've got to be ruthless.
Love the tenacity.
You've got to be ruthless.
Oh yeah, I mean, every single game I'm quite fair with the team going, just go out there and play your best football you can, try and get the win, try and get 3 points as best you can. It may not be the prettiest of games, but
And don't play that bloody number 6.
I'll tell you what, when Ten Hag's done,
Yeah, Ten Hag's done. We can get Cal the Dragon in.
Man United, Fire United.
Oh my God. Not with the Glazers though.
No.
You'd have to get there, mate.
Yeah.
I could kick him out easily.
That's it. That's
Do
it.
it.
That's what you got to do.
Oh yeah. Just kick
We'll
him
go
out
in and
the
buy
park.
it.
Just kick him out the park.
FC podcast, don't it, United?
Yeah, but when you're coming back to attack, so yeah, that midfield's solid enough, but this is where our attack, we've got a lot of attackers. We've got Kylian Mbappe,
Nice.
Erling Haaland.
Yes.
He's been injured a lot though, but you know what I mean? A lot of people go, how's he not retired yet? But we've got Claudio Aguero.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean, look, he's got legs on him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a good stint left in him.
He's been all right. He's been injured though, but he played in pre-season and he scored. I think in one game he scored 6. So he
I mean,
scored 2
he
hat-tricks.
knows where the goal
Fantastic, isn't it?
He,
Yeah.
he knows where the goal is, and
do it.
In terms of other attackers, yeah, we've got attackers that don't really get in because of injury or they're just falling out of favour. So we might loan them out or maybe sell them in this month. But we've got Calvert Lewandowski.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember him.
He's been injured, but it's not his fault to be fair because he's tried his best. He's done the best for the club, and that's all you can say for him really. But when you're talking about other attackers, we've got Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexander Mitrovic is a personal favourite of mine.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's fallen out of favour though.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be loaned out this month.
Get him
I
off to
reckon.
Saudi.
Get him off to Saudi Arabia.
Very funny, very funny, very, very, very nice.
Could have your own Caldi league.
Well, if you've actually watched the Gardens League, and this is to everyone else, if you know what our biggest score is in, it can be any competition. What would you guess our biggest score is?
Oh, it was. Was it a cup final? Wasn't it something like 14-0 in a cup final or something?
And there was a league game.
I've seen a couple of 9-0ers, to be fair.
There's a couple of 9-0s. We haven't done that in a while, but we'll get there in the end. It's just having a little bit of a injury patch as well at the minute, so that's probably why we'd. Yeah, but in terms of the league as well, we are top of the league, but only by goal difference. It literally Wheelbarrow United, who we drew 6-6 against earlier this season.
Yeah.
They're technically a bigger club than Bin FC. Bin FC can get out of the bin, whatever.
That's
it
a
is.
big shout.
I mean,
Yeah.
Bin FC.
Controversial shout.
Well, it's my opinion, so who cares?
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's
And
it.
I guess you're on the touchline. Well, no, you're playing in all of these. You're like a player manager, I guess, aren't you?
Yeah, Troy Deener for Forest Green.
That's it.
Exactly.
Do you know what? I only
Exactly.
found out he was player manager about 3 weeks ago. I thought he just
Did you?
played for him. Didn't know he was manager.
No.
Yeah.
When I heard about it, I was like, what? I was like, okay, but it's not going well for him. Let's just say that at the minute. Because I think they went 2-0 up in the other game and then they lost 3-2 in the end. That was a bottle job.
Yeah.
Just like Swansea are anyway.
Ooh, yes.
New
Oh,
manager coming
yes.
for Swansea, isn't there? We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, but last thing about the league. So I'll tell you what our biggest win is and who it's against. So our biggest win is against Rock United.
Okay.
Yeah.
they are in the Gordon's Championship now because they got relegated last season, but we won 27-0.
Well, I mean, that's got to be a record, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that is a Gardens League record, I think, isn't it?
We hold the record of most goals scored in the season. We scored 536 goals last season.
That's fair going. That's fair going.
Yeah, that was in all competitions. There was only one game we failed to score in. We lost. I think we lost that game. I think we lost by 1-0. But in that game, we played our kids basically. We played our second team because it was a cup game. We were just like we couldn't be bothered with it. So I thought, you know what, we'll give the kids a chance. You got to give them a chance, in the team. And
that's it. Rotation's important.
You got to give them. You got to give them, a bit of game time because you'll be unfair on them. Really. So yeah, that's about the Dragons fight night at the minute. 27-0 biggest win, and to see where we go from here. Really.
Long may it continue. Long may it continue. While we're on the topic of TikTok, a couple of questions came in, and we'll go to some questions sent in by the viewers later.
Looking forward to that.
Some banter ones.
Oh, look.
Sort of, you touched on when you started TikTok.
Yes.
At what point did you sort of look at it and go, I could actually make a career out of this, and I could take the mic out, Connor? Jesus, man.
I'm taking the Michael here.
At what point did you look at it and go, I could actually make a career out of this here? This could be something that I could sort of really push on with and really sort of make a really good go at.
Yeah. Well, it was something I definitely wanted to do because I knew you could earn money from it.
Yeah.
So, I think it's done on views, I think it is. I think in terms of when you get...
Per thousand, isn't it?
I think if you get 1 million views, it's about £1,000. I think that's on average.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's what I looked up. I've not hit 1 million views lately because I've not been posting as much as I used to. And at this time of the minute, I've not posted in a week because I'm just taking a break from that.
Yeah.
Been posting on Instagram and stuff, with all these stories and stuff, I take it you saw my video when I put the Match for Mind highlights on there.
We did, yeah.
Absolutely.
We did.
You
had more Match for Mind highlights than me, mate. My highlights were walking on the pitch, falling over on the pitch, and then leaving the pitch. my highlights.
We had a bird's eye view. We got the best view of you, me and Devon, up on the gantry.
Yeah, I looked at it. When I was looking at the highlights, I was like, that's a great view, that is.
Oh, it's a lovely view.
A very good gantry of the ground.
It was... What a ground it is, though, the New Saints. Shout out to them, honestly. What a ground it is. I think it's twice I've played there now, and it's been mental in both games. It's been mental.
They're different from the first time you played as well, because they've refurbed it. I don't know if you realised. Put a new stand in and all sorts of...
Yeah, and also because I was playing outfield in that game as well.
Yeah.
One time, and that went all right, didn't it? Some people say it was a shot. It was actually a cross because I was trying to set up Jess Watkins for a one-on-one.
Yeah.
But just overhit it. I was trying to do me and a cow De Bruyne, but it didn't come out that way.
Yeah, so it's always something you wanted to do, TikTok then. And yeah, so what point did you... Was it maybe a video, or was it maybe when you hit a certain number of subscribers you went, this could be it, this could be where I...
I think it was done just basically on me... I'd probably say just in determination. I was just like, I wanted to succeed because at the time I was at college.
Yeah.
When I was doing TikTok and, and then just from then on I just went, you know what, we'll just do that and see what career I can get out of it. And, just taking it seriously sometimes can pay off and sometimes it can't, but luckily it did that point. Basically what I'm trying to do is inspire other creators to do the same. Don't be afraid to do that. You may have a disability and stuff, but don't let that stop you.
Yeah, that's a good message to send as well.
Definitely.
Just don't let that stop you because they've got potential. Everyone's got potential. You just get, the people that, that want to try and make you stop and stuff, but you just got to put them aside and it's mental. But you just ignore that, to be honest.
Exactly. And I know there've been a lot of, sorry to interrupt you, mate. I know there's been a lot of TikTokers lately. Sort of, you look at maybe like Ryan Wimbridge and people like that have been speaking about the hate. And there are certain creators that get more than others. But how do you sort of maybe deal with it, and how do you maybe sort of block it out and push past it and keep going and keep making the videos?
Well, in terms of that, so, in normal cases, if it was just an ordinary creator, like not as big as me, like maybe has a couple of thousand, they'll just block them.
Yeah.
Of course with me, it's loads and loads. He'll be like...
You'd be blocking them all day, wouldn't you?
Block. It'd be like that, literally 24/7, literally it can be hundreds in literally 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But what I just do, I just don't pay attention to the comments. But if I do catch one, so say if I do catch a comment saying, keep up the good work and stuff, I'll reply with something short. So maybe like, with something maybe like a dragon emoji with a thumbs up, or just a smiling emoji or something with a winky face.
Yeah.
Just simple as that, really. Just keep it simple, I would just say.
Exactly, and it's important to remember that for every hater out there, there's 2 people that love you. So
Yeah, 100%.
that's what you got to keep in mind, don't you? And just keep pushing with it. Sorry, mate, I interrupted your question.
It kind of links into my question, which is quite good. So obviously there's the comments section where obviously it brings out hatred for the want of another word. But does the comment section, like looking at the comments, does it make you does it inspire you for more video ideas, like with the Gardens League? Like, do people sort of comment things and you think, right, okay, people are engaging on this, people are liking this. Mm-hmm. Does it inspire you to sort of keep on that kind of topic or give you ideas for others?
It's a bit of both, actually, and good point, because, the Gardens League's just to inspire other people to say, you can do this too if you wanted, because some people call me the founder of the Gardens League, the founder that actually made it relevant. And, appreciate that. I'll probably back myself to say I'm the founder. So, if anyone wants to join it, they have to go through me first.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Legal
CFA.
battle.
Well, yeah.
CFA.
The Gardens FA, that's what it's called. Yeah, you need to go for their approval.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's what it's about. Just the Gardens League, just to say, you could, if you're bored, just literally do that. It's quite entertaining. Sometimes, especially if it's, to say if you miss some sitters or something, because sometimes I miss them on purpose.
Yeah.
Because imagine if I actually tried, I'd actually
World exclusive, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, cry, I've just given a sneak peek away. Oops. But yeah, that's all it's about. It's literally, I just want to inspire people to, just get on there and say, this could be you.
And that's your main goal.
This could be you. This could be your future. And I just want that to happen, really. Kieran's phone's going off. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I do apologise.
Interruption.
I know, yeah, shocking. Put it on mute.
Shocking.
Do you want a few questions?
Sure, why not?
Right then.
You can hit me with them.
You me.
But literally don't hit me, but literally hit me with the questions.
Oh, it'd be too much moving the setup and all that. So, George Plank has asked.
Good old Planky.
Good old Planky. Who is your favourite football TikToker?
Oh, Lord. I can name many. Literally, I can name many creators on there. Are we going off like in terms of popularity, or are we going on just like as a person?
Just if you were to sit and watch some TikToks and maybe give us your top 3. Let's go top 3, because there are so many out there, aren't they? Top 3.
So I'll go from third to first. So from
yeah.
So I'd definitely say she's up there. Jess Watkins.
Yeah.
Because when I first came across her TikTok, I could tell she was trying to inspire people, and she's done very well, since she went to Australia and stuff, and she's inspired a lot of people, and I've got to give her a lot of praise.
Yeah, she's a great girl, Jess, as well.
Oh, definitely.
Just played at the first match for mine. Got a lot of time for Jess. Yeah, fantastic footballer.
She's a brilliant footballer. Honestly, she's so creative with the ball. She's so technical. She makes the right decisions most of the time. Second, that's quite a tight one. It's very close at that top end. Who would I go for in second place? So that she gets just above the bronze, but gets a silver. I'm mostly gold, so I don't know what I'm on about.
That's it, innit? Only the gold for the Dragon.
I don't know what you're on about.
Put Kieran in his place there.
That's it.
Right.
I'll be quiet.
But yeah, it's so tight at that top. But literally, in terms of creators I've met as well, so I'll probably say Lil Junior. That
Yeah.
Brilliant creator. Honestly, he's so good with his videos. When he does like he makes triple of himself. So good that is, and honestly, big shout out to him. And he's on about 3-point-something million followers on TikTok.
Yeah, smashing.
Nice.
Absolutely brilliant creator. He's honestly one of the best I've seen on there. I didn't follow him until last year. I've noticed he followed him, and I just went, I'll give him a follow because he's a good creator. Top spot just nicks it for me, and she's inspired many people as well, just because of what she does. She goes to these football games. You probably know who I'm hinting at. But,
I've got an idea.
Yeah, she goes to these women's games. So these women's games. She's
ex-professional, by any chance?
I think she was, yeah.
Yeah.
She used to play for Tottenham, West Ham, I think it was.
Yeah.
So who am I talking about?
You talking about Samantha Miller?
Samantha Jade Miller.
That's it. Yeah, great creator as well.
Honestly, if people don't follow her, of course, go check her out. She's honestly brilliant. Of course, follow the podcast, of course. You got to.
Hey,
that's it.
Love that.
You're lucky I've given you a shout out there, haven't you?
That's it. We'll pay you later.
Yeah, you got me 30k
No,
views.
I'll do it for free. Don't worry about that.
Tis the season and all that, isn't it?
It is a season too. Oh, I'll shut up about that. Christmas is gone. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Come and gone.
But yes, on about Samantha though, honestly, she's inspired so many people. You know, on her Instagram story, I see a lot of people, you know, getting picked with her and stuff, saying, "Oh, you've inspired so many." I agree with that. She's inspired so many people to get into football, and I've got to give her a lot of praise for that. She's honestly been brilliant. Honestly, brilliant.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Just while we're on that topic, who's your favourite football creator, Connor?
Good question.
My favourite football creator. You know what? I've been watching. They're called Pitch Addict, and there's 3 of them, and I think they're like, are they French?
Oh, is that with Tibbs and them lot?
Yeah.
Mate, I was going to say them.
They are fantastic.
I absolutely love them guys.
Yeah, Messi.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I love Pitch Addict. Renico, absolutely love Renico.
Yeah, Renico's smashing it.
He's fantastic.
He was fantastic at match for mine, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a really great player.
He's really good. He had a goal chalked off for offside, which is
Controversial.
He wasn't offside at all. From what I saw, I saw the flag up. I was like, okay, maybe it might have been, but when I've looked at the replay back, I was like, nah, he's onside there. Honestly, I've got to mention the referee. I don't normally talk about the referee. The most shambolic referee I've ever seen in a football game.
Oh, it was a...
What was he on with? You know, with all these decisions he made, you know what I mean? He made some very controversial ones. I've never seen... It's just as bad as VAR in the Premier League.
I know.
Absolutely.
I tried to get VAR at match of mine this year, and
couldn't succeed.
yeah, Stockley Park were a bit busy for us.
It went to a decision, and it was an on-field review of no.
Yeah, that was it. They went,
Honestly, it was bad, wasn't it?
no VAR for you, Kieran. Red card.
I'd be a good referee, I would.
That's it. Maybe
would?
that's what you should do when you retire.
Yeah.
Go into refereeing.
You think?
Are there any referees on TikTok?
Ash Davis,
Are there any referees on TikTok?
Jude Webb.
Yeah, he's all right. So is Ash as well. I ain't sending for anyone there. Ash is all right. Yeah, he's a nice lad. But yeah, should we take a little break and then have some more questions when we come back? We'll go and stretch our legs a little bit, and we've got a few little podcast games we like to play coming up after the break for you, Cal.
Yeah, and I've got a couple of jokes for you, actually.
Oh, there we
lovely.
go.
Lovely.
You don't want to miss the second half of this podcast. So go make yourself a brew. Well, if you don't really, because it's going to stop and then start again in about 30 seconds. But go make yourself a brew. Have a little sit down, get a few biscuits.
Or a glass of Pinot Grigio.
That's it. If it's evening, yeah. Treat yourself to a nice little white wine.
Or a Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. We'll see you after this short break, and we'll come back with some questions for Cal. Welcome back to the second half of the FC podcast. As you can see, we've made no half-time substitutions. Connor's still here.
Yeah.
I did try and sub him off, but he wouldn't go, so...
No, I'm not hurt.
You know.
Bit of a capper.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Don't have that, mate.
That was with Sari, that, wasn't it? When they... Anyway, doesn't matter.
Stop bantering about it.
Bantering, that's it. I want to kick off... So I'm just going to start throwing stuff. No, I'm joking.
Don't throw any stuff at me.
I want to
save
kick
it.
off. I want to kick off this part of the podcast with a question sent from another TikTok creator, one Aaron Hunt. Got in contact,
this is
former
a good
guest of the
question.
podcast. One is to know your opinion on influencer boxing, and if it's ever be something you'd be interested in. I can probably assume it wouldn't be sort of something you'd be interested in, but. What's your opinion on sort of, obviously a lot of people you know have taken part in it, obviously like with Aaron and Paddy and them lot, and people that have played at Match for Mind, you know, Dave the other guy, and all them taking part in the influencer boxing. Mm-hmm. What's your sort of opinion on it, I suppose?
Well, you know, I could get it at the first point, you know, when you had Simon against Ed Matthews.
Yeah.
I could get that, you know, Simon stepped in and stuff, you know, stepped in and when, you know, I'd do it and stuff. But I've never been fond of it. I've not actually considered it. I know I did a video, was it about a year or two ago, you know, when I don't know if a lot of people saw it, but it was literally me with boxing gloves and I was literally doing
I remember,
the bags like that. And of course I did one with Elle Brooke.
Yeah.
That one as well. And let's just say she absolutely bollocked me. Honestly, she literally trounced me.
What about the boxing?
You be careful.
Sorry, Kate.
but yeah, I think what the thing was between me and Elle Brooke was that she was just a lot quicker.
Yeah. She's a good boxer, Albrook.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, she's got my full backing, definitely, when it comes into that, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
What?
Go on, say it. You've got to say it now.
I would just say she would have my full backing too if I was a boxing fan. If an influencer boxing fan.
I'd have her full back.
There you go.
Like I said, I've never been in fond of it because it's just not my thing.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because I want to stay neutral, if you know what I mean. I want to stay out of these things.
Yeah.
Because I just want to, you know, do my own things with, you know, like just do TikTok, just carry on with that. And I get it. It takes a lot of bollocks to get in the ring. It takes a lot. Yeah, I do have a lot of bollocks, and of course, you know, I hope I do. But that's just nothing I'll consider myself doing. Oh God, here we go, Kieran.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. But no, I get what you mean. It's a, and I suppose, obviously, even like I know a lot of the people that have done it, and I found it, I sort of didn't really like it because I was like, oh, these are like mates, people I like, and they're like punching each other in the face.
So you wouldn't scrap Luke Bennett then?
No.
Fight of the year, fight of the whole millennium.
Nah.
I think we
not interested.
He's not great.
Imagine the names in lights. Cal the Dragon, Luke Bennett. Bam.
No,
doesn't sound big at all.
No.
That'd be astronomically huge.
The thing, my opinion of the influencer boxing is, look, I get that it's a big draw, and like you look at the people like KSI and Jake Paul and people like that are like trying to actually carve out a career in boxing, and that I like. That the like's a strong word, but that is all right. The ones I don't like is like when you see it. There's a guy that was it Tyrone? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Tyrone. Now I quite like the stuff he puts out, but he was doing a thing for a while where he'd just get two TikTokers in. So he used to have a boxing match in a boxing gym on a Sunday night. That's Sunday Smoke.
When
and I'm not saying
jeans.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it was like unsafe or anything, but these are people that haven't had boxing training. These are people that haven't, you know, they don't know how to throw a punch. They don't know how to take a punch properly. It's a matter of time before someone gets genuinely hurt in this influencer boxing stuff. And then it's all going to be like, I think, look, maybe I'm looking at it like a mum, but do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's hard to like, to...
Someone who's got like, I don't know, for example, KSI, let's just... hypothetical universe, KSI calls out Canelo Alvarez, for example. Canelo knocks him out.
I really thought you were going to say Kendo then. I really would pay a lot of money to watch what happens.
If like Canelo knocks out KSI, puts him in hospital, he's in a coma, that's sort of what it's going to take for it to stop.
You're giving me Mike Tyson vibes.
That's it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Something like that could happen. Of course it can.
I think it's important to look after your brand as well, because at the end of the day, you're a brand.
Yeah.
Like, Cal the Dragon is a brand. You've got to look after that.
Global brand.
Well, I mean, it is, yeah. Realistically, you've got 2 million followers online, and you've been watched by millions and millions and millions of people. It is a global brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
you've got a reputation to uphold, haven't you? You know.
Well, you got to be, you know, It's difficult because you know when you got your own brand and stuff, it's you got to be, you know, responsible in that environment.
Yeah,
it's more than just hi guys, you know. It's
it's more than going on your phone going like that, going hi guys, you know, whatever, all that. It's more than that. It's important work to do, and you know what I mean.
There's a lot more to it, isn't there?
Oh yeah, it's a lot harder work.
Absolutely. Leo Thomas, he will be so glad that I've asked you this question because he absolutely loves you. What boots does gnome number 6 wear?
Oh, number 6. I'll tell you what.
He's got his own brand, that gnome has.
Has he?
Has he?
It's called. I think he's slightly nicked 2 brands at once. I think so. I'm like,
okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a bit controversial. I was like, why are you getting them kind of boots from? It's a mix between Adidas and Nike.
Yeah.
Or Nike if you're American. Sorry if I apologise.
Please don't tell me it's called an Adidas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And he's got his own basically like pattern of boots. So he's got it's a mix between the Adidas logo and the Nike logo.
Oh, there we go. I'll tell you what, could be onto a winner with them. Does he want to sponsor the podcast with them?
Yeah. Sponsors the podcast. Joe Mills Hogg asks, do you still think you're better than Pickford? If so, what attributes are you better at?
I knew the question was like it's going to come. I knew it. But yeah, a lot of people, were saying about it, because I did this video a while ago. I think I was live at that point.
You were, yeah. I was in that live.
Keely, I think I was live with.
Yeah.
And she asked, "Are you better than Pickford and stuff?" And a lot of people don't, thought I was actually being serious. I was actually taking the mick a little bit, like going, "Oh, I believe in myself in that way," because I've got to believe in myself in some way.
Of course you have.
But, a lot of people did. And then I thought, you know what, I'll step it a bit further. I think it was around October time, not long after Match for Mind, I thought, go on then. Well, I think it's just before Match for Mind, actually. I think it was about a week before. I did a video calling out Pickford. I
remember.
I think, what I go, so this is a message to Jordan Pickford and Jordan Pickford only. There's a goalkeeper challenge, I did about a couple of good saves, and now, it went a bit wrong at the end because there was, I had 3 footballs out. I lost 2 of them. Because one, that leg save I made went far, and I was like, where the hell did that go? And then I found it later on, but and then when I did the rest of it, I was like, oh God, this ball's flat. Literally, the ball was flat, and I couldn't be bothered to get the pump.
No,
because the pump I've got is electronic.
Yeah.
It powers it just by a fan, not like pumping action. God, it gives you a workout, that's for sure.
It does, that's true. I can't be doing with pumps, mate.
No.
You don't need a workout, you're fine.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm shaped like a bag of milk at the minute.
My only workout's like that in the pub.
Well, you throw darts. You play walking football as well, didn't you?
Not anymore.
No.
No, God no.
You're retired?
I'm retired from football, yeah. I haven't played football for a while.
Connor is the only man I know that can injure himself playing walking football.
I did. It was about a couple of months ago. I was playing walking football, and I've turned to sort of shield the ball out of play, and my knees just jarred. I've had 4 knee-ups in my time, so that's why you always see me up
That's not an
in the
excuse,
gantry.
Connor. Don't get any sympathy from me here.
I'd have gone pro if it went for that knee injury.
Oh, you said...
What have I gone, Ali
You
McCoy?
suddenly...
Yeah, that's why you
Turned
always see
into
me
Alan
up in the
McAnally.
gantry. Alan McAnally. Yeah, that's why you always see me up in the gantry. That's why you see me on commentary. And
Yeah, it's dangerous you getting up on that gantry, to be fair. He's tempting fate just climbing the stairs.
Absolutely. Keen Webster asks, how do you deal with negative comments?
I think we touched on that earlier on, but I'll explain it again. So basically what you do, so I don't pay attention to these comments sometimes. I just go, you know what, I'm not going to pay attention to them because, they're going to be negative. But like I said, when it comes to, I just scroll through just like normal like that, and I go, well, that's a nice comment. Sometimes I do look every now and again. Sometimes I pay attention to the other ones as well, like the old videos. Sometimes do a video reply, going, like the comment at the top, saying all that. But when I look, I go, oh, that's bad. So basically what I do sometimes is, pull it across, report it, that's it, like that. It's literally gone like that. And then it's
That's it.
But you just don't pay attention to them. This is a message to everyone else. Just don't pay attention to those comments, because there's one thing it's jealousy, and they're trying to put you down. They're trying to make you quit.
Well, that's it, isn't it? People don't like seeing other people do well.
Well, I'm autistic if people didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's technically harder for me and, other people as well, with other things like that.
Yeah.
It's hard because, do you want to put yourself on camera and stuff? But I encourage people, do not let that stop you. You got potential on that app, but just don't pay attention to those negative ones. Just pay attention to those ones that want you to keep posting. But that's all I'd say. Just keep on going. That's
it, innit?
Well
And the
said,
app is
mate.
what you make it, innit? And I think you've got to just keep going and keep pushing. On the topic, though, of hate comments, I received one on a video the other day. And don't get me wrong, like,
oh no,
I can deal with it. It don't bother me at all. Like, Jesus Christ, I get pelters everything I post, but it don't bother me. This comment tickled me simply because I've never heard it before in my life.
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
And I sat there and I was just sitting in my sitting room, just scrolling, and I went, oh, that's a different one. To the point where I put it in my mate's group chat and I said, look what I've just been called. So, on one of my videos, I got called, and I quote, a ginger sausage gripper. And I think it's probably my favourite. I've started calling myself, it's just fantastic, isn't it? It's ace. Have you ever heard that before in your life?
We've got security Chris laughing here. We've got Pete, our producer, laughing here.
That's it. That's
Ginger
it. They changed it. That's my
sausage
nickname in my mate's group chat. Eh? Ginger sausage gripper. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
New TikTok name trending.
That's it, yeah.
Absolutely. You like change your handle, Ginger Sausage Gripper.
Yeah, there we go. That's how I'm going to introduce yourself in my next radio show. Oh. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Ginger Sausage Gripper.
Definitely do it.
Yeah, I don't think the old ladies would like that, but...
And on to our final question that I've got anyway from my interaction. Phoebe Sharman asks, how do you come up with new TikTok ideas?
Adapt. That's what you do. So basically, every now and again, I post football ones, post singing videos sometimes, if people haven't seen them.
Yeah, that's a new thing, isn't it? I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, so I just do songs that, that I just like, so, of course, a lot of people do know that I've got my own song coming out at some point.
Yeah.
So
I'm Cal the Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got that coming out at some point. I can't wait for that.
Have you got any sort of idea when that'll be dropping?
No clue yet.
No.
It's sometime this year. That's all I can say. Watch this space, guys. That's all I can say. But I sound like Chef Dave there. Yes, guys.
Sat on that couch, Chef.
He sat where you were.
Did, yeah.
I thought you sat here because I thought I was sagging a bit into the sofa.
Yeah. Oh. You can smell the Budweiser, can't you?
You can.
That's horrible. I thought I could smell bath bombs.
Sniff a bath bomb. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the singing videos, so I like them. What's your favourite one? Favourite song to sing?
Ooh. I think I know the answer to this.
Go on.
Despacito. You like a Despacito?
I do it in clubs, yeah, at the minute, but it's not my favourite.
Oh,
is it not?
There we go.
No, it's... I'll give you a clue of who the artist is, and...
yeah, I mean, feel free to give us a rendition if you want.
I'll give you a clue. She's my celebrity crush.
Oh, Susan Boyle.
You bloody wish.
She's your celebrity crush.
Oh, it's Ariana Grande, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And my favourite song that is Into You, if you heard that one, it's a very good one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very good song indeed.
How does that one go? I'm thinking the Paramore one.
I'm so into you.
Oh, that one.
I can barely breathe.
I've done a collab with Cal the Dragon.
Wonderful. That was wonderful.
That was nice, that was.
It was.
You complimented each other's voices very nice.
We did. We harmonised together.
We did, yeah.
That was fantastic.
Just relax yourself, that's what you say.
Absolutely.
That's it. Not too much, though.
I liked your wild thing. Dun, 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 dun.
John Moxley vibes, AEW vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
You're a wrestling fan, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Yeah.
We're going into wrestling now, are we?
Do you like wrestling, do you?
I watch AEW.
Oh, you're an AEW man.
Yeah, I used to watch, the WWE, but I've just gone off that because it's not really planned as good. But, since the Tribal Chief, as Paul Heyman would say, since Roman Reigns has been on this weird run, it's like getting a bit boring.
It is.
It's it's like that. So I'm just been into like AEW, like the Kenny Omegas, John Moxley, all that. It's
there's some fantastic talent over in AEW, and as much as I'm a WWE fan myself, and as much as I haven't sort of migrated over to AEW, I can't ignore it. I can't ignore the quality that's over there, like MJF, Kenny Omegas, even the likes of Chris Jericho, the experience he brings.
Met him.
You have, yeah.
I'm on Chris Jericho's list. Back when he was doing that.
Very nice.
He put me on the list.
You're missing another big talent. And do you know who that is? Former WWE star.
Edge?
Samoa Joe.
Oh, Samoa Joe, yeah, Samoa Joe.
Now AEW champion.
Yes,
Beat
yeah.
MJF cleanly as well.
He did indeed.
Been a long time since I watched wrestling, but I was back in the John Cena,
You-
Rey
you-
Mysterio day, mate.
You were an
You would
attitude
see
era.
wrestling, you will, Kieran. What's your finishing move if you had to have one?
Oh, that's a great question.
That is a brilliant...
My finishing move. I always quite like the spear.
Yeah.
I always quite like the spear. Me.
Spear.
Yeah, what was yours?
Swanton bomb.
You couldn't do a swanton bomb.
No, just like
Don't even act like you couldn't get up on the top rope, let alone do a swanton bomb.
I just like to imagine myself being able to.
Yeah. Cal, what would be your finishing move?
F5.
That's the Brock Lesnar one, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, some people call it, well, of course he's called the Beast Incarnate, but some people call him Juggle Tits.
Weirdly enough, I get the same nickname.
So do I.
And that and Sausage Gripper. And where it's come from.
Need a bra, Kieran.
I do. The sad reality is, right, after Christmas, there was a point, and this is like a real insight into the way my life's going at the minute. A couple of months ago, I used to be able to bend over and there'd be some rolls here.
Yeah.
Right? I'm now at a point where there's no rolls. It's just completely, it stays the same shape when I move forward.
You've given them to me.
No, I think I've gone past them. I think, when you're a bit skinnier, it rolls a bit, doesn't it, when you sit forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that anymore. Now there's structural integrity to my belly.
Nice. Structural integrity.
So, yeah, that's where we're going. I've got one more question for you, Cal, and then we'll move on to some of our stuff, yeah?
Yeah, smashing.
Absolutely.
Jordan Williams has said, what's been the best and the worst thing about being a content creator?
Ooh, good question, Jordan.
Best things and worst things. So if I had to go, honestly, if I had to go from worst first, if you want worst first. So the worst things is, it can be the negativity you get.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the big things, people trying to, put you down and stuff going, or you shouldn't be on here, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't get it with TikTok sometimes, because they ban these creators that are doing well, that haven't done anything wrong. And yet they're not banning these, these trolls and stuff on there. They need to step up their authority, and that's official call out to TikTok, to be fair. They need to step it up, to be fair. It's not great. Instagram's not as bad as TikTok, but that still needs to step up.
100%.
It's mental. But the good things about it is, of course, being an inspiration to many like myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and now this podcast is now part of it.
That's it. I do like to think we inspire people, Connor.
I'd love to think so.
I think we've got a very inspirational voice.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're like kind of where you were 3 years ago. Like, we're sort of starting, like 2024, we'd like to think is our sort of big year.
Yeah.
We want to, you're our third guest, and obviously with you being 3 million followers and, millions upon millions of views, it's like, that's amazing for us, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, definitely. Definitely, we do appreciate coming on.
It's an absolute honour to have you on. Absolute honour.
Something we like to do, what am I doing here? I'm just
is break
things.
the studio.
Something we like to do with our guests when they come on is we like to play a little game that we have aptly named Desert Island Kicks. I don't know if Connor's debriefed you about this, but I think maybe he has. So, I want you to use your imagination. You're on a desert island. It's just you.
For the moment.
At the minute.
Oh my God.
So, 4 things you can take with you. Desert Island, you can take a footballer or football manager to come with you on the desert island.
Okay.
You can take a football shirt, past or present, that you can wear when you're on the island. You can take a football video game to pass your time and to play when you're on the island. And you can take a snack that you would get at a football match on the island with you.
Wow, this is going to be hard, isn't it? So I'll go for manager first, of course. So manager
or player you can take.
What would I go for, player or manager? I'll go player. I'm going to back. Well, I think he's your brother. I think.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Well, some people do say we play alike.
Absolutely.
Some people do say that.
I don't see that.
No, me neither. That's fair enough.
You're Roy Keane.
I feel like Roy Keane probably is the closest I played to, just because I just hit people, don't I?
Yeah.
Just try and take him out. I give away a penalty at Goals for Gosh. It was Harry Kane, to be fair. I can't even touch him.
Goals for good gosh.
Yeah, that's it. Moose, the commentator, was just hounding me.
You've just used another commentator in the presence of the GOAT.
Sorry. So you're going to take Kevin De Bruyne on your desert island with you?
I am, yeah.
So Kevin De Bruyne is your player. What football shirt, past or present, are you going to take with you to wear?
Ooh.
And it can be any football shirt.
Any football shirt. There's a lot of iconic shirts out there.
There are a lot of iconic shirts.
A lot of iconic shirts. I'll take. Oh God, this might get a couple of people, but I'll take probably the 1999 Man United goalkeeper top.
Oh, that's a fantastic shout. The purple, was it purple?
It was a green and black, wasn't it?
Green and black.
I think Peter Schmeichel wore that. I think.
Yes.
What a legend goalkeeper, by the way.
Absolutely, that's a fantastic shout. That, Cal. That actually might be the best shout of shirt we've had on this game.
Up there with your reversible shape.
Yeah, mine was it 2003 United shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shout. That's a classic shirt, that. I love that one.
For two Man United fans, that's actually pleased you.
Exactly, yeah. You played up to the crowd with that one, didn't you?
No, I didn't actually.
No, fantastic, great shout. So, on your desert island, you've got Kevin De Bruyne with you and you're wearing a Man United shirt. He wouldn't be too happy, would he?
I didn't think about that.
So, a video game to play. It can be any football game. It could be a video. It could be an Xbox game, a laptop game, a phone game. Any football game that you think you could really sink your teeth into and pass your time with on this island.
FIFA 23.
FIFA 23.
Modern, keeping it new.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Keep it new.
Bit of Volta in there as well. A few nice career modes and all that sort of jazz.
You know it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then your snack, your football snack.
Hot dog.
A hot dog. Any toppings? Any sauce?
Went the same as me.
Were you hot dog? You were hot dog,
Really,
weren't
would you?
Yeah.
Well,
Imaginary high five. Boom, you didn't leave me hanging as well. That's going to sound good on Spotify, innit?
Yeah.
oh, that's going to be mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Imaginary high five and everyone's just waiting for it.
I did sort of sound effective for you.
Yeah.
So a hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog with, you got to have the toppings on it, and you got to have onions on the top of it.
Yeah.
And I'm giving Shrek vibes. Onions have layers.
Onions have layers.
Get out my swamp.
Oh, hello there. That was kind of good, actually.
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on Drury Lane. I've gone Mickey Mouse there.
Yeah, that was more Mickey Mouse, wasn't it? You do any Shrek impressions? Do the rock. That was right. Do the rock.
I love you, Daddy. Do the right. Do it.
So it's a good list, that, Cal. It's a good list. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, 99, Man United shirt, FIFA 23, and a hot dog. Any sauce on your hot dog?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Lovely.
You said ketchup, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I'm not a ketchup fan, you know. I like a plain hot dog. Controversially, I like cheese on a hot dog.
Can't knock it till you tried it.
That's actually reminded me of a joke, that ketchup one there.
Oh, you said you had some
yeah,
jokes
you
for
did
us.
say you had some jokes.
Yeah, so
Take the floor.
what did one tomato say to the other tomatoes?
Go on.
Don't worry, I'll catch up.
And that's where we end. No. Oh, wow. I love jokes like that.
What's your favourite dad joke?
Oh yeah, let's go for that. Let's see what each one's is.
I don't really think I have any.
Favourite dad joke?
It's hard, isn't it?
I
It's sort of.
That's a real good
I've
question.
gone a bit blank, mate.
I've gone a bit blank.
I've got one that's aimed at you, actually.
Oh, God.
I've got one aimed at you now.
Go on.
Why doesn't Humpty Dumpty like autumn?
Go on.
Because Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Just called you Humpty Dumpty.
You did.
You look like Humpty Dumpty.
I've had a great fall. I've had a great fall from Grace here.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Just before we wrap up, Cal, I do want to quickly touch on the whole topic of charity games.
Yes.
You know, you've played in a fair few charity games. You know, you've played probably in the biggest influencer charity game there is online. And you've played in the Sidemen game as well. No, I'm joking. No, so obviously I'm talking about the Sidemen charity match.
Yes.
What sort of experience was that like for you? Because, you know, I mean, look, I like to think that our charity game's quite well run and well organised.
Oh, yeah.
And quite a big charity game, but the level they're on is absolutely different gravy. So how was that sort of experience for you?
It's the biggest crowd I've played in front of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About 30,000, I think we're
This is
at it.
bananas,
It was honestly mad. And, you know, to get the pleasure of playing, you know, with, you know, Toe Jizzle, you know, Mini Minter and,
Yeah.
you know, Chris MD, all that. You know, on my team, you know, I had Chunks, you had, you know, Nico, you had all that. And that was unbelievable atmosphere, honestly. You know, it was good memories, that really was, you know. I'm just happy with my save percentage, to be fair. Yeah, I let in 8 goals, but still saved 9.
Exactly. And it's a bit of fun in it as well, charity game. It's a bit of fun.
Exactly. I mean, you know, it's not about, you know, the result in the end. It's just the, you know, making money for charity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's it, yeah.
They made so much that day, and they made a lot last year as well. So what's going to happen this year, you never know. It's just watch this space, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic run event. Like I did like a Mini Minter follows match for mine, and we've spoken to him about his game, and I just like was just like it's just amazing. They're such an inspiration the way they run their game for everyone else's. It's just yeah. But I mean, there are others as well, among others as well. I think Grovesy's goals for Gosh. I think that's a fantastic one as well. Obviously playing at Selhurst Park. I mean, me and you played in the same team that game.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think it's on this year as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one, isn't it? But yeah, there's a few I'm playing in this year. I've got one there's definitely one on the 22nd of May in Chesterfield.
Yeah, fantastic.
So of course Chesterfield are non-league. Of course they are the National League, but they are flying. In that league.
Could be coming up, Chesterfield.
They're very unlucky last season against Notts County, losing in the shootout in the way they did. Just to say, it's goalkeeper masterclass from the Notts County keeper. I think he was like a 16-year-old goalkeeper, and he came on for the shootout and saved 2.
Wow,
he was unbelievable in that shootout, and
didn't know that.
It was mental, honestly. The atmosphere at Wembley for that game, Chesterfield, Notts County, I was like, that's going to scream atmosphere.
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely.
It was massive. Honestly, one of the best games I've seen in playoffs wise.
Yeah, I think justice was done for Notts County, though, wasn't it? They absolutely should have gone up with Wrexham. I think the only 2 teams that could have gone up last season.
Having over 100 points as well, and they could have stayed down with over 100 points.
Yeah, any other season, that would have been enough to get them up automatically, but obviously just weren't good enough, were they? Because Wrexham were there.
Exactly.
Wrexham were the better, weren't they?
That's it. Ben Foster.
Ben Foster saves.
Ben Foster saves,
that save. Wow, what a save that was from Ben Foster. Shout out to Benny Foster.
Yeah. Have you worked with Ben Foster before?
I've met him twice, I think, at 2 football events.
Yeah.
And it was the first time he met me. It was literally at this event down in London.
Am I right in thinking you played in the 24-hour game?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, is that where you met him?
Yeah, and the first time he knew who I was straight away. He literally knew who I was. He was like, and he wanted a photo with me. Ben Foster wanted a photo with me. I didn't ask him, he wanted one with me.
That's amazing.
And that was absolutely mental because I was like, oh my God, it's Ben Foster. And I was like, oh my God, he's a tower block.
He is huge, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh my word. You wouldn't think it though, because I think at the time he wasn't at a club at that point.
Yeah.
Just before he joined Wrexham. But I knew he was. He still had it in him. He has retired now, and he does deserve retirement. He's one of the best keepers I've ever seen in my time. So, see what he does for the future. Because he's doing the podcast with Goldbridge and stuff.
Yeah. It's good. Another one you've worked with. You've worked with some of the biggest names out there, haven't you? Fantastic.
Last year I worked with Mark Goldbridge, and we did a few challenges there. So the one on YouTube that we did, that was very good. So literally what it was he takes I think it was 50 shots I think he took.
Yeah.
And I think he only scored 8 out of 50.
Amazing.
And I made a majority of saves, so I pulled off some wilders, and literally, I think there was about 2 shots to go, and I pulled off basically the best save of the bunch because he tried to pull it across the goal, so putting into that side netting.
Yeah.
But the way I've reached down, literally clawed it away, literally just the slightest touch. I was like, you know what? That's my best save in quite some time. I'm like, I'm Carol the Dragon, and I'm like, yes, get in there. Get out, Goldbridge, get out, whatever.
That's it. That's the way.
This is what you need to be telling yourself after match for Mainz. You know that you are fantastic, Cal. You know that you have worldies in you.
I've definitely got worldies in me in terms of outfield as well, because I've scored some outfield screamers before.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. That's it. We'll be seeing it.
Hopefully.
That's about all the time we've got in it, I think. Just before we finish up, what does 2024 look like for Cal? What is the plans for 2024?
Same as last year, but probably pushing it a bit more, just to do more, maybe go abroad this year, do stuff just abroad in America, whatever.
Yeah.
Just go to new places, just keep doing nightclubs as well, which I'm enjoying doing as well. So, bigger shout out to those nightclubs that I've been to and the ones I've got coming up, watch this space. But yeah, in terms of that, I can't wait for this year to really get started. I've got nothing on until February.
Yeah.
At the minute, so I've got a bit of a break. So just watch this space for 2024. It's going to be mad. I'm going to be on the up again.
That's what we like to hear. Well, thank you very much, mate, for coming down. We do appreciate it.
No worries.
Yeah, it's been an absolute honour having you. Thank you ever so much for both of you coming down. We've got Chris here.
as well. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day. We very much appreciate it. Come in and say hello if you want, Chris.
Here he comes, look.
We've got the man himself.
There he is.
Look at this, look.
The man himself.
There we go. Yeah, so thank you very much for coming down, and
Pleasure.
I do appreciate you driving all the way, Chris. It's we are right in the middle of nowhere here, aren't we? But
As eventually.
that's it. Thank you very much for coming down. Where can they find you guys? What are your socials? What are your apps?
So if you want me to do my TikTok first, and then you can do yours if you want. So yeah, of course you know my TikTok probably already. So mine is at Cal_the_dragon_official. Of course you know me TikTok there, verified, so you can't miss me.
That's it. Drop that one in.
Come on. it's pretty much the same as my Instagram, which is just my full name, Callum. So Callum _ Dragon _ official. YouTube, watch this space. I'm going to be posting more on there, definitely. So that's Cal the Dragon official, just on there. Can't wait to get posting. We're going to post, aren't we? Well, you should get me at yours anyway. But yes, any other social. I'm on a new app called Clapper, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Clapper's a new app, and I do recommend it. Me and my dad are on it. I've been on it for 2 years, which I didn't realise. Because I found out I had a video from 2022 on there. And I'm about 1.3k at the minute. So slowly building, but, my at on there is Callum the Dragon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On that. But I'm not going to give me, my ex account there because that's just diluted. That's gone. You know what I mean? But yeah, over to me dad now. What are you going to say?
Where can they find you, Chris?
How can they find me? Search Security Chris.
There we go.
That's
Search Security Chris.
Clapper.
Security Chris on TikTok.
We'll get it. Well, thank you very much for coming down again. Very much appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. You can find us at the FC Podcast. You can catch me on the radio every Monday night, Wednesday afternoons. Come say hello. Come listen to me. My dulcet tones playing fantastic music for you for a few hours.
And if you want to see Humpty Dumpty on TikTok, you head on over to Talks Ford on TikTok, Connor Ford 165 on Instagram. As Kieran mentioned, we have got the FC Pod on Instagram. We've got the FC Podcast on YouTube, where this episode will be going. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Whatever you are doing for the rest of the day, enjoy, be safe, have a blast. Thank you again to Callum and Chris, and to Kieran, of course.
Yeah, likewise, Connor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Stay safe, have a blast.
See you later.